Birth of the twins. An Omaha woman was pregnant with twins. Before her husband went out hunting, he used to warn her, "If any strange person comes here while I'm out, just don't look at him. You could be in danger." One day an old man came to the lodge while the man was hunting, and the woman sat with her back to him. She didn't look at him. He came back the next day, and she still did not look at him. On the third day, he came back to the lodge again, but the woman still would not look at him. But on the fourth day, when he came back, she couldn't stand it anymore, and she peeked. She saw a two-face, a man-eating ogre. Everyone who looked at him died. The Omaha woman died as soon as she laid her eyes on him, and the two-face cut her up and ate her. He took one of her babies out of her body and threw it in the woods, but he didn't notice the other one. When the woman's husband came back and saw her remains, he knew what had happened. He started to grieve, but then he noticed the baby was still alive, so he had better take care of him. He didn't know that there were two babies. The other one was still in the woods. A bean mouse adopted him and fed him on beans, so the first twin grew up wild. When the twins got older, they met each other again and knew they were brothers. They grew up to become heroes and have many adventures together. But that is another story for another day. Creak, a sound faint distance but still heard. Crack, something snapping or being trampled on. The man sits in his room reading. The room is silent except for the quiet fire burning. Creak, just the house settling, nothing more. Crack, perhaps some small animals outdoors. Whoosh, was that the wind? The man stands up and peeks out the window. A clear night is all he sees, the full moon brilliant in the sky. Laughing at his nervousness, he returns to his book. Creak, the man now silently chuckles at the sound. Crack, how could he have been scared of some sounds? Whoosh, must be breezy out tonight. Thump, did that come from within the house? The man stares into the fire, trying to calm his jangled nerves. Creak, crack, whoosh. Will the sounds never cease? Thump, thump, thump. Closer, he thinks. The sounds are getting closer. He shuts the book and closes his eyes and thinks of something besides his wild imagination. Creak, thump, crack, thump, whoosh. Thump, thump, thump. A pause. The man moves quietly, slowly towards the door with a nervous gait. Thump. A step back. Thump. Yes, it's getting closer. Thump. He stares at the door, trying to somehow see through it. Thump. He reaches slowly for the doorknob, hand shaking, no longer able to take, not knowing. Creak. A loose floorboard near the door outside. Thump. He slowly opens the door. A scream. Silence. In shadows, keep in whispers fold, lies a tale of secrets old, a hidden trove of silent words, a nest of songs unheard by birds. Beneath the surface, quiet lies, a world unseen by prying eyes, where truths are cloaked in clever guise, and only the curious may claim the prize.
In every heart a secret dwells, a silent story each soul tells, of dreams untold, desires unseen, a life unlived, what might have been. The secrets call to those who seek to brave the depths, to climb the peak. For in the quest to find the light, the hidden truths will come to sight. So let the secrets softly sleep in chambers vast and oceans deep. For those who find them, bold and wise, will read the stars in ancient skies. Once, in an age long forgotten, when the world was still young and the continents were untamed, the deep dwellers ruled the abyssal plains and the dark trenches. They were a noble and wise race, with knowledge that stretched back to the very beginnings of the ocean's memory. Their cities were grand, carved with the very bedrock of the ocean floor, with towering spires and luminescent streets, all bathed in the soft glow of bioluminescent flora. The deep dwellers lived in harmony with the sea, their culture intertwined with the ebb and flow of the tides. But the deep dwellers were not alone in their underwater kingdom. They shared their world with the Old Ones, ancient entities whose power was as vast as the ocean itself. The Old Ones were revered and feared in equal measure, for they held the secrets of the cosmos and the keys to unimaginable power. The deep dwellers had a pact with the Old Ones, a sacred agreement which that granted them protection and wisdom in exchange for their loyalty and service. This pact kept peace in the depths for eons, but as with all things, change is inevitable. It came to pass that a young deep dweller, curious and bold, ventured into the forbidden zone, where the influence of the Old Ones was strongest. There he discovered a truth that would shake the foundations of his world. The Old Ones were not the benevolent guardians they had claimed to be. They had plans to ascend from the depths and claim the surface world, casting down the sun and sky to reign in eternal darkness. Armed with this knowledge, the young deep dweller returned to his people and warned them of the impending betrayal. The deep dwellers, realizing the gravity of the situation, decided to break their ancient pact and stand against the Old Ones. A great war ensued, a war that raged in silence beneath the waves, unseen by the eyes of men. The deep dwellers fought with bravery and cunning, using their mastery of the sea to outmaneuver the Old Ones. In the end, they emerged victorious, but at a great cost. Their cities lay in ruins, and their numbers were greatly diminished. The deep dwellers, now wary of the surface and the dangers it posed, retreated further into the abyss, vowing to guard against the return of the Old Ones. They became legends, whispers, and the tales of sailors and the dreams of poets, a reminder of the mystery that lurked in the heart of the deep. And so the deep dwellers remain hidden in the darkness, watching over the world from their sunken thrones, ever vigilant, ever mysterious, the eternal guardians of the deep. In the dense jungles of the Yucatan Peninsula, hidden beneath the tangled canopy and guarded by the spirits of the ancient Maya, lies the fabled treasure of the Emerald Serpent. The legend tells of a powerful artifact an emerald so large and pure that it was said to be the heart of Kukulkan, the feathered serpent god. The gem was placed within the deepest chamber of a temple, and a curse was cast upon it to protect it from the greed of men. It was whispered that any who dared to claim the emerald serpent would be met with a fate worser than death. The jungle itself would rise against them, the animals turning into fierce guardians, and the very earth seeking to swallow them whole. Centuries passed, and many adventurers, lured by the promise of untold riches, ventured into the jungle's heart. None returned, their fate sealed by the curse. The most famous of these was the conquistador named Hernando Cortez, who, driven mad by his lust for gold, led an expedition to seize the emerald. His men spoke of walls that moved and whispered, of shadows that took the form of fearsome warriors, and of a serpent that watched from the darkness with eyes like burning coals. Cortez and his men were never seen again, and the jungle reclaimed the temple, the emerald serpent waiting in silence for the next soul brave or foolish enough to seek its power. To this day, the treasure remains untouched, a glittering prize veiled by the curse that has claimed so many. It is a tale that warns of the perils of avarice and the lengths to which the earth will go to guard its secrets. So as you sit by the campfire, let the story of the emerald serpent be a reminder that some treasures are best left undiscovered, and some legends are best left as just that, legends. May your curiosity always be tempered with respect for the mysteries that lie hidden in the shadows of our world. Deep within the heart of the forest, hidden by thorny brambles and the whispers of the ancients, lies Echo Cave, in a place few dare to tread, for it is said that those who enter are never the same when they emerge, if they emerge at all. Legend has it that the cave is alive, its walls pulsating with the echoes of 1,000 souls. They say it was once a sacred site where rituals of great power were performed under the watchful eye of the stars. One fateful evening, a group of friends, fueled by curiosity and the thrill of adventure, decided to explore the cave. They were armed with nothing but their flashlights and a sense of invincibility that only the young possess. As they ventured deeper into the cave, their laughter and chatter echoed off the walls, creating a cacophony of sound that seemed to mock their bravado. The air grew colder, the darkness thicker, and soon they realized they were not alone, for from the shadows emerged a figure, ethereal and shimmering, with eyes that held the depths of the cosmos. It spoke in a voice that was both beautiful and terrifying, a symphony of every voice the friends had ever known. "You have awakened me," it said, "and now you must pay the price." The friends huddled together, fear gripping their hearts as the figure approached. It reached out, its touch like ice, and whispered a secret into each of their ears, a secret that was theirs alone to bear. With each word, the cave seemed to grow brighter. the echoes louder, until the friends were overwhelmed by a blinding light and a sound that was the very essence of creation. When they awoke, they were outside the cave, the sun rising on the horizon, but something had changed. Each friend found themselves gifted with a strange new ability, a piece of the cave's ancient knowledge. They never spoke of what happened that night, and they never returned to Echo Cave. But sometimes, when the wind is just right, you can hear the echo of their laughter mingling with the whispers of the cave, reminding us that some mysteries are best left unsolved. So as we sit by our campfire, let's enjoy the warmth and the company and leave the secrets of Echo Cave to the forest and the stars.